Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. Glad you could be with us today here on the layout. We've been working on our layout again, and I'll show you what we've been doing here in just a moment. I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, okay? I really appreciate you subscribing to the channel and the comments that you all drop. I mean, you know, you're so encouraging with your words and your thoughts, and I really appreciate that. Hope everyone is having a good day today. This is January the 1st, 2022. Happy New Year, folks, from Rogers Old Gauge Trains, okay? So we're just in the train room today. Like I said, we've been working on our layout, doing some things to it, and we're gonna let you in on what we've been doing here in just a moment. Nothing spectacular, but a lot of hard work, and that's why I haven't had the camera on and showed you all that. But I do want to show you one thing here that we got while you know, was down at the hobby shop in E-Town. Look at that old caboose there, folks. Weathered up. You know, that's an older one, but pretty nice, okay? Got that from Tim down at Hobby Station in E-Town, Kentucky. Seen him up on the York show up there a few months ago. He had a bunch of weathered cars. I was not there at the York show, but Mr. Muffin, I think, interviewed him and showed it, and I watched it on YouTube. And I knew Tim and everything. I'd been to his shop many times and never saw any of these weathered cars. So I asked him as I stopped down there, I said, "Where's all them weathered cars you had up at York?" And he, "Well, I've got them back here." He said, "Some, don't have many left." And I said, "You got any cabooses?" And he said, "No, I don't have any." But we ended up finding this one right here. I'm gonna zoom up just a little bit so you can really see the good work that is done on there, okay? So this is a little shout out to Hobby Station in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Y'all call up old Tim, he'll fix you right up, okay? And tell him at Rogers Old Scale Trains showed you and told you about it, okay? But anyway, just a little quick shout out there to him. And like I said, this is a great little caboose. I really like it, the weathering and everything. This is all done with paint, no powders or anything like that that will rub off or smudge or anything like that, okay? All paint, folks, so that way when you handle it and you know, you won't smudge it or wear it off, okay? So with that being said, now we're going to move along. We have been working on our layout, as we said, and forgive the mess, okay? I'll say that right up front. You'll see we have a workstation over here. I mean a control station, not a workstation, but a control station we have been working and putting in, okay? You see our I'm going to get up and move around a little bit where you can see a little better. You'll see here that our transformer is the old line LZW. We had all this hid back underneath the track, okay? You couldn't see it beforehand. I've just turned it on. But then when we got these switches, you know, we had to have a control panel, really, a place to put all of our switches. So that we can work the remote switch, you know, and everything. So I built this little old, like shelf, I guess you would say, to use for our control panel. And in hooking up the ZW, I went ahead and connected some breakers to the track, okay, in between the power transformer and the track. I put these breakers in. You'll see them right there, okay? These are like this right here. See that? That's a 5 amp breakers. And what I did, folks, is I come out of the ZW to the breaker on the line side and load back out to the track. And what happens is, if anything grounds out or anything, it kicks that breaker, of course. Now, my reasoning for doing that was, you all know I had the older trains, conventional, I guess you would call them, even though some of them had chuff and smoke and dialogue talk and things like that in them. They were still, conventional. But anyway, they run on a much larger amps than these newer trains, okay? I've learned that, these new trains, these boards, they won't take the heat, that when they get grounded out, even though your transformer may have a breaker built in it, it's like 15 amp, okay? So that's a lot more than 5, and that's a lot more heat, even though the older trains might be able to handle that, okay? The newer ones will not. What will happen is you'll heat them boards up, your solder joints will come loose, things like that, maybe even burn some stuff up, okay? So that's the reason for putting in these breakers. Now, I have these switches right here, and these switches are for the yard up here, okay? What them switches do is allow me to turn the power on and off to each track up here in the maintenance yard or the yard, okay? And what that's going to be is, folks, if I've got trains that's stored over there or just sitting there, they're not going to have to stay idling the whole time that I'm running other trains on the main lines, okay? So that's why I did that. Alrighty, now with that being said, we have been working on hooking all these switches up. Been doing a lot of work underneath, and I thought about turning the camera on and letting you all see all the work that I've been doing, but it has taken, days really, just to be honest with you. And you would think, well, surely it didn't take that long. Well, for me, it did, okay? I'm having to run and get this and find this and do that, and I wanted to fix it right, okay? So this is what I did. Now, just to make quick mention of this box that I put down in my table, it's really nothing but a electrical box, just like that one right there, okay? What I did was I cut the hole out in the table just like it was sitting, and it's mounted down in there. And then I went and got this plate like this and put on top. That's all that is, okay? Then I just drilled the holes in there where I needed them to mount my switches and my breakers to. And that way it's kind of, everything's hid. And if it throws a breaker, you just right here, you're on top, you just flick it, turn it back on when it cools down. I did not want to have to drill holes in my ZW, okay? I'm just kind of that way, all right? But anyway, I didn't want to do that. So I thought I'd let you know why and how that I did that, okay? But now, again, we are, like I said, hooking up all of the switch throwers, okay? The remotes to the switches. Now, I have almost got them all done, but I wanted to save these ones right here at the yard. They're as easy to get to and everything. And I've drilled the hole in the table. What I did, let me get over here where you can see. I just drilled a hole right at the back of the switch, really close to it, okay? Ran my wire up through there, and it's kind of a little hard to do one hand here, but you bear with me. This wire is flat, okay? It's flat, and what you do is you just loosen these up. They got some holes in them little old studs there that you stick the wire through, okay? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. I will try. If I get off camera, I'm sorry, okay? But I will try to stay on target here. And you just stick your wire through there just like that. And, tighten this back down on it. And that's pretty much how that works. Let me push that wire back down through there a little bit. Might make it a little bit easier. I know I'm getting off camera, and I'm sorry, okay? I am trying to stay on here, okay? But a little difficult trying to see down there and what's on the camera too at the same time. But we'll see, okay? See if we can get it. Oh. So this is why, folks, I haven't been trying to film and do all the work that I've been doing as well, you know. So, cause it's just really difficult to do by yourself. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get that in there. I just can't see the. Just can't see it and try to film too, folks, where you can see, okay? So with that being said, though, you know, we're gonna hook these in, and then we'll be right back, okay? All right, folks, we're back. We got them switches all hooked in there. You see that? Come through here and on them, just come up through the table and come in, hook into the switches there, okay? And you know, we've got all of our switches hooked up except for two. I just turn them on, okay? You see it down through there, all the lights on the switches, except for our yard lights are not on. The reason for is we've got them tracks turned off. Let me move that old drill out of the way. Sorry to be moving around so quickly and everything. Don't mean to do that. But, okay, this is what these switches right here are for. You want to start turning them on. Enter track, second track, third track. That way those are going to be isolated and I can turn them on and off, you know. And here's the switches for our yard. There they are working. So, you know. We're good, folks. All righty. That's wonderful. And so we're going to just finish up this little job here, start on some scenery, do some scenery work. I just wanted to fill you all in on what we've been doing. You may notice down there at the end of our tracks, you'll see two maintenance buildings sitting down there. Got these. I'm going to walk down here so you can see them a little bit better. We got these other day, just come in. You can see they're not, we're just not did anything with them really, just set them in down here. Those are our Menards, that Cripple Creek maintenance buildings, okay? I think they call them some kind of work. Let's see what it says here. Okay, yeah, engine works, Cripple Creek Engine Works. Very, very detailed, nice buildings, okay? I really like those. I'm giving you a real close-up look where you can see them good, you know. There's the figures, there's the doors that come in, garbage can, old wooden slatted pallet, everything. And here's the front of the building. Let me just kind of get around here. You'll see the weathering. Can you see that weathering on there? I like that old wheel looking window in it right there. But you can see them weathering, how dark, smoky that is. I mean, that's just, there's the inside of the building, the track laying back. Here's the other side of the track. It goes all the way through. This one has a wall, okay? But that's kind of the way them are. They got the windows on top of the roof to let the light through and everything. Just some real good buildings, and I'm glad to get those, okay? So I think it's going to really add to them. I think these maintenance buildings. I was thinking about maybe coming on up here and maybe having a train wash station, or even a fueling station for the trains. Okay, just kind of a maintenance area you can come into and you know, fill your trains up, wash them, work on them, whatever needs to be done. Okay, so maybe something along that line. But that's about it for today for now, folks. Like I said, I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to the channel. If you come by and like the channel, like what you see, subscribe to it. There's a lot more to come to this channel. I think that the best is yet to come. We're getting at that stage where, you know, we are start working on our yard and, you know, putting some scenery on the hillsides and fixing over there yet. I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of scenery work and adding to the layout. I showed you all those traffic lights in there, but look at them in there. I think they look really neat, folks. And just features like that we're going to be adding to the layout, and you know, bring some realism to the layout. Okay, like I said, there they go. They're going to be changing now. They do work and everything, and so you know, it's just great little features like that that really bring your layout to life, and there's a lot more of that to come. Okay, so I just try to encourage you to subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notifications when we are doing something new to the layout or train, or new video pops up. Okay, a lot of work to do yet, folks. Nowhere near done. I've always said this is our unfinished O-gauge layout. Happy New Year from Rogers Trains. Hope everyone enjoys your day, enjoys your new year. I hope nothing but for the best for you, full of blessings and health this year in 2022. May God bless you until the next time.